If you don't love your life right now, that does not mean that you have failed. Maybe you have been living your life under a set of rules, which I would call beliefs in this case, that just no longer serve you. They don't support the woman or man that you are now. Beliefs are something that we are taught as children. They're something that are very, very deeply ingrained. And most of us run around in our life without even acknowledging or knowing that they're there. And yet, they are driving every thought, every word, and every decision that we are making in our life. So here is the truth. You can choose differently. You can choose a new belief, a new set of beliefs that will then create a totally different outcome than right now. And that is the shift. Welcome back to You Can Emerge Positive. I'm your host, Deanne Lewis. And around here, I like to try and just give little tiny tidbits of information, mindset shifts that are small, that are simple, that are easy, but have large impact that you can apply today to improve your life. And right now, and this month, we're really going to be focusing on creating a life that we love, creating a decade that we love specifically. And today's question is very simple but powerful. Do you love your life? I mean, do you? Have you thought about it? I think many of us are on autopilot. And I know I used to be on autopilot. I've been there. So if you're there, don't feel bad. But if you're getting up, going through your day, getting to your evening, doing your evening routine, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and before you know it, it's Monday again, and you really aren't stopping, you're not observing, you're not really considering, am I even enjoying what I'm doing, right? Well, it's time to ask yourself, do you love your life? And if your answer is, well, not fully, or maybe just not lately, well, stick with me because today we're going to uncover the invisible trap so many women get into, and they look maybe pretty good on the outside, but on the inside, no, we're totally lost our alignment. And by the end of this episode, you're going to learn how to spot the I shoulds. That list, all women create this list, men. They do. Every single one of us creates this list of I should rules. We're also going to learn at the end of today of how to release resistance, which is really critical to have joy and happiness back in our life. And also to make one choice this week that will move you forward to a life that you actually love. So let's jump in. A lot of unhappiness is not because we're doing life wrong. It's because we're living by these outdated and I guess unserving beliefs that no longer should be there, but we're unconsciously doing that. We have expectations that are really ours. We've just come to accept them as truth. There are beliefs, right? These little truths that we operate by. And they're things like, I should be farther along than I am right now. Or I should be happier than this. Like, is this all there is? Like, I'm not doing my life well. Or it's something like, I should have figured this out by now. I should want what I have. I should be happy where I am. The I should voice is not the voice of truth. It is the voice of conditioning. These are the beliefs that we have just accepted for years and years and years, our whole life. And they are now just a condition and something that we are automatically running on. All right. But the shift is that you can choose differently. Now, no, you are not behind. You just may be operating by these beliefs that don't fit the woman you are becoming. They're not supportive of the woman you are becoming. So I want you to ask yourself, what am I tolerating that I've outgrown? What am I tolerating that I have outgrown? Like, what relationships in your life are you tolerating, but you've really outgrown them? What about your job? Or how you're living your life day to day? Again, if we are on autopilot and we're literally not stopping to look at this, life gets comfortable, but it may not be serving you into the woman that you want to be in creating a life that you love. Here's another question. What expectation am I trying to satisfy? This is a good one. Are you still trying to please your parents? Many of us have that deep within us. We're just trying to please those that raised us, our parents, our mom and dad. Maybe we're just a people pleaser. We fall into that category of just, we believe we have to please others in order to be liked or to be loved. Or culturally, maybe you're just, you know, trying to satisfy the culture of what we're supposed to be like, the perfection that's out there on social media. It's ridiculous, by the way, but it's there. I mean, have you considered now that you're like, if you're not a billionaire, if you can't have that B in ahead of your income, then like you're nothing. Like a millionaire is nothing these days. You have to be a billionaire now. That's just one little tiny example. A social mask is something that a lot of us put up in front of us so that we put on the outside, it looks like one thing, even though on the inside, we're just trying to be something that we're not. We're trying to get people's attention and their love and just to get them to like us. Think about these expectations that you're putting on yourself. And then third question is, who gave me this role? This belief that I'm running around trying to be, but it's not serving me. I don't like it. It's causing me more pain than anything. Who gave it to me? Likely it's someone from your childhood, somebody that helped teach you the rules of life. It's either a parent or a grandparent or a teacher or a coach or a friend or a parent of a friend, somebody who was really influential in your life. Think about that. Because if the rule is outdated, then life that's built on that will feel very misaligned. It won't feel good. It certainly is not creating a life that you love. So, this process of uncovering all of this, by the way, it can take some time. And as you start digging, especially if you've never gone there before mentally and like really started to observe and think about this, give yourself some grace. Be kind to yourself as you start to uncover all of this. And for goodness sakes, do not make yourself wrong. You are not wrong. You are here. If this is really resonating with you, you are meant to hear this. You are meant to uncover, see it, and then let go. Just literally let it go and change the channel to a new belief that you are going to create that does support the woman that you are becoming. Look, when I really worked on this process for myself and started changing the rules or the beliefs that I was operating on, the shocking thing that happened, that will happen for you as well, because this is just what happens, is that the outside of your life is going to change. So as you're working on changing the innermost feelings, the innermost beliefs in your mind, it literally does change the outside and how you experience life. And the reason why is because your beliefs create your perception. And your perception is the filter in which you go through life, and it's how you experience your life. So if you change your belief, it will change your perception, and that literally is going to change your outer experience of life. It's wild. It's true. The thing is it's so simple to change. You just have to be aware of it and you have to intentionally kind of dig in and do this. But it changes everything. So if you're looking to make a major change in your life or even a small change, just if you're looking to create a life that you love, because that's what today is about, it starts with your belief set. It starts with what is driving your thoughts, your words, and your actions. So here's a quick tool I want to give you that you can use. It's called R.E.S.E.T. R-E-S-E-T. I feel like I could create a song for that. Okay. R is recognize the rule, right? The conditioning. It's not the truth, but recognize the rule or the belief. What the I shoulds in life, right? How am I should be living? What should I be at? What kind of money am I supposed to be making? Blah, blah, blah. So recognize that. E, examine it. Is it true? Is it mine? Is it outdated? Is it serving me right now? I mean, is it serving the woman that I want to be, that I am becoming? Is it serving where I'm headed and my goals? S, see the cost. This is a good one. What is this rule costing me? Is it costing me my peace? Is it costing me my joy, my energy? Like these beliefs that you've been operating and I've been operating under for years and years and years may literally be costing you your happiness. Truly. E is empower a new choice. So this is where the shift comes in. It's when you choose to say, I'm not operating on that anymore. I am letting that go. And instead, I'm going to focus in on this, my new belief, a new perception, a new filter, and a new way that I'm going to be experiencing life. One way, by the way, I'll just give you an example. Some people have more of a victim mentality and say that, nothing is something that they've done or it's always just happens to them. That's just the way that life is. Life isn't fair. How many of you heard that? Life just isn't fair. But what if you turn that on its head and say, I live in a world that supports me in everything that I do. I believe that I live in a yes world and that it supports me every day in all of my choices and everything that I want to accomplish. Those two mindsets, those two belief sets have very, very different outcomes. So just go through and see where your mindset is. What is the block? Because I'm telling you, that is where it is. And if you pull that belief out, it's like pulling something from the root. It is gone. You'll be able to fix a lot as a result. T is taking one step. So, what is one step, one small step that you can take this week that will be more closely aligned to the woman that you are becoming, where you want to go? Okay? When you change the rule or the belief in your mind, you change the direction of your life. That's so powerful. When you change the belief, you will change the direction of your life. Now, one of the main things that keeps us stuck or in stress or in pain and suffering is resistance. Resistance is by far the number one pain point in our lives. It's that thing that says this isn't it shouldn't be happening this way or I can't. Comparison lists start coming up and we start resisting what the world says we're supposed to be and what we actually see in the mirror. Like that difference, that is resistance. That is us not really just being embracing who we are. It's us comparing ourselves to what we quote unquote should be based on what the world is telling us. The resistance of not doing something or feeling that you aren't capable of doing something or you can't do something, if you just drill down that foundational piece that's stopping you, it's just fear. It's fear that you're going to fail. It's fear of rejection. It's fear of, oh my God, what are people going to think? Right? Fear is what? It's just something that appears to be real. It's not actually real. It's false evidence appearing real. It's not actually real. Then there's also that voice in our head but it's not my fault, but I can't because, but no one would really understand. But here's the kicker. You have the choice to choose. You have the choice to choose. And your choice is your personal power. How you respond is your personal power, right? So you are not a victim. You are a creator within your life. You are not a victim. You are a creator of your life. And that is so, so powerful. If this conversation is resonating with you at all, and you want a simple daily kind of touch point to help you shift out of that autopilot and try and get you to be on that pathway of creating beliefs that truly align with the woman that you're becoming, I have a free digital download booklet called EP Mornings, and it is a 10-minute guided reset that can help you start your day intentionally instead of being constantly in reaction. And the link to that is below. It's free. Just download the PDF and you can start using it tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever works best for you. So I like to do a 7-day challenge. Since this is a weekly show, I love to give you a challenge to try right now for the next week that can help you move things forward. So for the next 7 days, I would like you to make one new choice. Each day, I want you to ask yourself, what would a woman who loves her life do today? What would she do? Then do it, even if it's small. Say no to something that drains you. Take the walk, have the conversation, apply for the opportunity, create the boundary. Say no. Protect your time. One aligned choice each day for 7 days. That is how you begin creating your next decade. And that is how you begin to create a life that you love. Now, if you want deeper structure, if you are looking for community and accountability in helping you design your next decade with intention and purpose, then come join me in the Beyond by Emerge Positive community. It is a bunch of women, huge, amazing, powerful, incredible, loving women who are all in the same place in their life. We are all in this midlife place looking to design our next decade on purpose so that we are taking control of where we're going and ensuring that the next decade is going to be filled with joy and love and adventure and whatever else that you're looking for. If this kind of touches you in any way, come try it out. There is a full money back guarantee with the first 30 days, so there is no risk whatsoever. Go to emergepositive.com to join, and I promise you, this will be the support to help you create a life that you love. But if you are not into community and you like doing things more on your own, which I truly respect, I just opened up 2 one-on-one coaching sessions for this month. And if you would like, we can work together, just the two of us, in helping you unlock that belief hurdle that you may have and get you to a point where you are creating what you want in your life. You know, you don't have to stay in a life that doesn't fit. Oh, I forgot to say, if you're interested in that, in the one-on-one, just reply to the podcast, say coach, or you can reach out to me on my email, deanne.lewis@emergepositive.com, and let me know that you're interested. If you don't have to stay in life that doesn't fit. You don't have to keep living by rules that exhaust you, and you can choose again. That is where your personal power is. You have the choice to throw out that old belief and create a new one. One aligned choice made with intention can shift the entire direction of your life. You can emerge positive. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you next Wednesday.